How's everyone doing today? Shankar up here, right here. Today we're gonna look at the markets and see what's going on. So without further ado, let's dive right into the chart. All right, guys. So let's look at Bitcoin here and what's going on. So we're getting close to this resistance zone here. So price is getting close. Now, what we notice here, if we go on the 4-hour time frame, we have a bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame as we're getting up to our zone up here, right? So we have some resistances, we have some minor resistance, one here, we have some here, but we are looking for the price to get up into this area, so we'll see what happens. But we do have this bearish divergence at the moment, and a lot of exhaustion wicks from the buyers. So the buyers are getting tired. You can see all this exhaustion up here, and them kind of giving up on the price a little bit, for the push. So this could be a double top, and then us getting back down to this area here. So definitely a possibility. But we want to, still see if we can get all the way up to this zone right here. Now, if we look at Bitcoin on the daily and the weekly, we've broken this trend line, and we've broken this trend line before. And normally when we break this trend line, we have a nice rally. So we could be actually heading higher into a rally, into more of a rally. Now, what I wanted to look at too was, if we look at the S&P 500, and we turn on the 200-day moving average, we've had a nice bounce off the 200-week moving average. So you can see we've had a nice bounce, and we've broken this trend line. So the bottom, we could well be very past the bottom actually. So just consider that as, when we do have a bounce off the 200, we have a nice strong rally up. So definitely an opportunity for that to happen. And, in worst case, we could have the price at least get to these levels right here, right? So keep that in mind. So as on the daily, we are also over the 200-day moving average, and we have broken this trend line. So we have an opportunity to actually have a trend reversal now, right? So, we're in a downtrend, boom, 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 double bottom, boom. Many were anticipating lower lows, but now we have broken this high right here, right? We've broken this high, and if we get a retest of this zone, this area of support, and head higher, could definitely have just been a nice bottom for a move upward, right? So definitely keep that in mind, right? So you can see how we've broken this trend line, and we kind of formed this right here. We have this W, so double bottom, and we've broken out and heading higher. So now we have targets right here for the next zone, for maybe a pullback where we're looking for, right? So the market is looking a lot better, guys. Let's look at our Reef call that we were looking at. So look at Reef, boom. So Reef has pulled back a little bit. So it has pulled back as Bitcoin's pulling back. It was looking like it was breaking out, but we did have a pullback here, back into the support zone. So if Bitcoin does keep pulling back, you can expect altcoins to dump as well, right? So we do have this bearish divergence here on Reef. So you can see this bearish divergence right here, boom. Yep. So you have the price moving up. Right, so definitely can see us come back down here if Bitcoin does have a major pullback. So we have zones right here. Right, so these would be our zones where we look at. But or it could just be a retest for us to head higher, right? So keep this in mind. If we look at ETH still broke out, so we had to break out here, but we're getting rejected from this trend line right here. We're getting rejected from this resistance zone. So we've broken out and we look like we're getting a little rejection. You can see a lot of exhaustion on the top for the from the buyers. So let's see how it plays out for the next day or so. But yeah, we're getting rejected here on the 1 hour, and if we look at the 4 hour, yeah, we did have this top wick here, and the price is pushing back down. So let's see how the next hour and a half goes. But if we do come back down, we can anticipate an area around here where we can get supported at, right? So keep that in mind as we go forward, right? So let's look at the DXY, see what's going on. So we have actually broken back into this at the moment, but it looks like, you know, if we get this bullish engulfing candle to push back up over, and just keep in mind that it's not necessarily a line, it's more of a zone. So this is a support zone. So if we get a pushback and not a rejection, if a price pushes back up and it doesn't reject and we get a bearish retest, then, you know, the DXY could definitely head higher, right? So we have the DXY here on the weekly, broken out, boom. So it could be a retest to go higher. But if we have a bearish retest, if we do have a bearish retest on this zone, then we could definitely see the DXY head lower. So we'd be waiting for the bearish retest and maybe a close below this area to enter any positions, or to make more of a better decision to say, hey, we're heading lower. Well, guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. You know, click the link below if you want to join my Telegram. You know, you get calls on cryptocurrencies, commodities, futures, and indices. And, you know, we'll be posting that every day. If you like this content, more of that is in the Discord, right? So click that, join, you know, monthly subscription, so you can cancel at any time. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next one.